Alright, Hague Convention talking about the war have already started in 1912. Nampak kurun ke hujung 1899 ni semua dah towards the war. Alright, okay. Kenapa nak war? Nak cepat. Nak teknologi, nak test the technology, nak conquer the communication. Now to have more resources. Alright, because there's more that you can do. They engage into science. They can make bomb. And they can also protect weather. They can make pills. They can make you super. Alright, they can also cure sickness. So because of that, if you are the one that governs, you want to govern more. If you chipter the pill, alright, you want it to be sold into another. So communication system, transport system, everything has to be in your control. So it is starting a new type of war. Most of the World War I is at sea. Alright. World War I, kenapa World War I? Kenapa World War I take place? Because of technology. Because of new states wanting technology. Because of resources. New state, old state are condoning, kepung sendiri resources masing-masing. Alright, okay, so World War I erupted sampai tahun 1931. It end in 21, tapi in 1931 everything back in order. Alright, in the World War I, what was the problem? Right? What triggered the war? Resources, communication, control of the mind. Alright, so at the end of the World War I, when everything ending, alright, they realized belief is very strong. Alright, so balik pula when the belief becomes strong, alright, they don't want to refer to the church because the church have done blunder at one time. So they refer to ideology, right? To people who are having a different mission that is maybe good if you are dreaming, but maybe not good if it's in practical. Right? So people like Hitler come. Ini World War I. World War I ada Hitler ke? Yeah. Alright. Okay. People wanting to have the freedom of acquiring, tapi your land, your resources have been acquired by the group. So they lead into the World War I. Dalam World War I, macam-macam technology were being tested, were being used. Alright. Okay. So just before the World War, Hague Convention try to end it, try to stop it, bring a lot of law, bring a lot of declaration so to stop the World War I from happening. But the world still engaged into war. Alright, okay. Lepas tu at the end ni Hague Convention 1907. Again the Hague Convention. Semua Hague Convention lead by Nikolai, the king of the Tsar of Russia. Alright, they talk about peace mission, peace settlement. Whatever is not satisfied, sit down and talk about it. Tapi that one failed. Alright, okay. When it failed, it leads to World War I. Dalam World War I, the military Hitler, betul Hitler? Alright, Hitler takes over. Socialist takes over. Selain daripada Hitler, ada Stalin. Alright. Okay, and some country like the British and those followers of Conquer or the Commonwealth country, they are worried. Alright, okay, the British has a different way. Ada pula Stalin, ada pula Hitler, ada pula Lenin, ada pula Rasputin. Alright, so all that is a challenge to bring in harmony. So the war broke in 1911, 1912, ending in 1921, 1931. Alright, okay. Now, apa yang berlaku during the war? Hague Convention come into the picture because this time they don't meet in Westphalia, they don't meet in Vienna, they meet in Hague. Hague kat mana? Netherlands. All right. Okay, they meet in the Hague. All right, over here they sit down. Okay, all right. They talk about how to treat and bring peace to dekat laut tu. People are, waging war at sea. All right, bombard the navy, bombard submarine, bombard merchant. All right, so all that cause havoc. So they meet again. All right, after 1907 ni, they meet on 1970. Right. Okay, tapi because they were meeting early, all right, they were meeting early, jadi the war still broke. Apa saya tulis ni? Alright, okay. Dia tak mau masuk kat situ pula. Okay, tak apalah. Right, tak boleh tukar agaknya at the moment. Alright, a lot of treaties. Nampak tu saya bagikan contoh saja nak susahkan you. Alright, okay, all this not so important, but to tell you, what did you see from here that you can analyze? Treaty. Perjanjian become so important. Jadi you know, right? Just before to end the World War I, before it start to end it, they try to look into treaty. Kenapa banyak sangat dua muka surat treaty? Just to show to you that they try to negotiate peacefully. And treaty is the best to negotiate peacefully to stop the war. But this treaty, nampak tu tahun dia 1907, 1907, 1907. Berapa banyak dia duduk on that tahun? Because they know it's going to lead to the war. Tapi it led to the war. This treaty, if you don't construct them properly, it can fail. Alright, okay. So bila the war broke in World War I, the law ending by the military themselves turning criminals. Tu sambung dekat sini. Alright, saya tahu saya dah kerat dia kat mana, dia dah hilang. Tapi tak apa, nanti I betulkan dan send it to you. Alright. Okay, apa yang penting ni is, bila World War I, most of the time, most of the damage were at sea. Right? Okay, habis saja the World War I ended, right? So two things come in the international law. The military who's supposed to protect, they become the criminals themselves. Right? Instead of Hitler, alright, finding solution to bring in resources, they decided to rampas resources that belongs to the Jews and kill Jews in the massive number. Senang kan? Dia mati, rumah dia kita ambil, buatlah bisnes kita pula. Alright, okay. So among that happens. So he becomes the culprit of the war. He becomes the criminal. So jadi berhenti dekat sini the peranan treaty tadi. Alright, after the World War, they have to handle two things. The military who becomes the criminal to be prosecuted. Alright, and then they will have to treat those people who are the victims of the war. Masa ni lah berlaku prisoner of war, they cannot be tortured. Certain rules are being developed in the Hague Convention. Right, still to have everything in order to make sure that all the states in the world follow. Alright, okay, they have to have treaty. Sign treaty lagi. Alright, at the end of the day, bila they realize a treaty is a good thing. Okay, alright, treaty is a good thing. At that time, they suggested for a League of Nations. But this League of Nations is an organization. Alright, in 1914, 1912, 1914. Tu semua the start of it. Alright, the League of Nations ni habis dengan 1920-29. Alright, don't worry about the year. Tapi they are continuing. The League of Nations ni, the members dia hanya European saja. What do? The League of Nations, dia catatkan, they identify, they do a little research. What were crime committed by the states or the head of states? What were massive? What were the situation that kills a lot? How do we treat the prisoner of war when they are from the ship? All right. Okay. What about a spy? Right. spy. Can we then say that Matahari is a spy? All right, Matahari is a spy. But this spy works not only for Belgium, but also for German, also for France. At the end, also for the British. That's not fair. You become a spy, tapi you don't have allegiance to one country. So apa tu? Dia panggil apa? Dia panggil apa? Your allegiance. Alright, okay. So you see macam-macam crop out. Jadi during the World War I, okay, League of Nations is being created to handle, but the League of Nations, because it was in only a small number, ada 5 negara saja in Europe that is a League of Nations, sedangkan the atrocity that is created by Hitler, Stalin, Lenin during this period has already encroached so much. Right? So more country needed. So they tried to prosecute at this time when the war ended, tried to prosecute Hitler. Tapi Hitler is a head of state. Head of state is immune. So they have to find a way to go around immunity. They do not want to cancel the law on immunity because it will be dangerous for the rest of the king later or those who are the head of state. Mesti dia immune tu terus berkekalan. The first immunity is have already been created by the ancient law. Why is immunity to be ended just because of the bad behavior of Hitler? All right. So you see, what happened is, all right, the law become more specific, right, to tackle criminals of war. So they established tribunals of Nuremberg to tackle on the problems of these are more law created. Of course, they duplicate the Nuremberg tribunals daripada military law. Or who did that? The British again. They come into the picture. They prosecute bukan saja Hitler, but 14 others who are considered as criminals. Okay. Lepas tu, all right, because there are in a small number, it should be extended. By now,